Okay, standing next to my Sunn Hemp plot that we planted on Good Friday. It was a Sunn Hemp blend. Let's check it out. Here's my screen. Looks terrible. Here is the soybeans, iron clay peas, lab. You don't see anything but millet. That's because the deer ate everything else and we've had drought for 2 weeks. Now these type of results, not so good, pretty poor. That's one reason why people don't do summer food plots. You put in a lot of time, a lot of money, and your summer food plot is nothing now but a millet plot and some weeds. There is another answer, and that answer is right behind me. This is a pine stand. This one's about 15 years old. Let's look inside it. If we look inside this pine stand, we can see what we have growing for deer, to feed a deer or cover for deer. There's very little of either in this pine stand. Now this has been thinned one time, but I didn't properly take care of it at the time. We got a little bit of muscadine grapes growing, a little bit of blackberry along these edges. As we get a little further in, you got some wax myrtle, which is a good overhead cover for turkeys and quail, but mostly you just got pine straw. Last I checked, deer don't do so well just on pine straw. Let's take a look at another project we got going and how we can solve this dilemma of taking pressure off summer and spring food plots. Throughout the South, pine trees have taken over the landscape. This is a quote pine plantation pine stand. They're row cropped planted pines. As you can see, sweet gums have taken over the pines. It's a monoculture. It's not diverse. It's improperly managed. I improperly managed it. I burned it, but I didn't do what I needed to do, which is chemically treat and kill these sweet gum sprouts. So start from that position. You got to kill every one of these sweet gums, elms, anything that's going to suck up water from the pines. Shade out, not let sunlight get down to the ground. See these, I got a little briars growing. You got a little bit of deer feed in here, a little bit of blackberry, but mostly, see, there's some blackberry right there. So you did get some benefit from the burn back when, but it's not nearly enough. The tonnage on this acreage could be multiplied by 10 if I had killed out all these sweet gums. I think that if you burn, you're going to kill the non-desirables because pines can withstand the fire better. Well, you won't. You'll set them back. The only thing you're going to kill is sweet gums about that big. You still got that root stock that's pushing up. So I'll show you. We killed this sweet gum 2 years ago when I burned. I didn't burn this past year. But if you look down, now you've got 15 sweet gum roots growing from it. This is not conducive to deer feed at all. I just don't have enough tonnage per acre. All I got is the shade loving species, sweet gums and elms. I got a whole lot of them. Now, what can I do to change that? What can I do to take pressure off my food plot and make this something that is producing food, producing cover, and make it a much more viable wildlife habitat? We'll get there. The good news, I only need about 3 tools to get this done and get this stand of pines treated and release it and let it come to the full potential of feeding deer and feeding wildlife. I need a spray bottle. I need some Polaris AC, which is also called Arsenal. I think the chemical name is imazapyr. And I need the world's dullest machete. No, you need a machete or a hatchet. Either one works fine. Okay, Arsenal is mixed with water and a little bit of surfactant. You can use crop oil in a pinch. You could use a little bit of diesel. But it is mixed at 4 to 6 ounces per gallon. So for this quart, I really want to kill these trees, so I went ahead and went 4 ounces per quart to kill these trees. I want the whole root. I want them gone. Alright, see this fairly large sweet gum right here. We're fixing to treat it, and we'll give you an idea of how easy hack and squirt is to use. Alright, we just come to a sweet gum like this. We find our guy that we're wanting to take out. We're going to put one here, down the edge, two, three. Peel the bark back a little bit, get the Roundup, the arsenal down in it. Fold that back up, that's a dead sweet gum. Now, I always wind up giving it a little bit of overkill. This tree, which is about 6 inches, that would have been 3 chops. I went ahead with 4. Actually, I think I went 5. And I did it on one side of the tree, and then I did it on the other side of the tree. Now, with this tree out of the way, I'm going to have to go back here and get another pest, which is privet hedge, which if you let it go unchecked, it will absolutely take over. Elms right here. This is a huge section that's going to be a food producer, which right now is producing very little food. Plus, in this seed bank on the ground, there are tons of beneficial wildlife plants that if I can get sunlight to the ground, they're going to take off. Now, this is 11 acres worth. As you can see, we got a lot of medium-sized sweet gums that have grown back from rootstock that was killed when I burned the fire through here. Every one of those got to be treated with a backpack sprayer. Broadcasting over the top. Still going to use the Polaris because it kills everything but a pine tree. So I'll have to broadcast through, walk every row of these pines, every piece of this 11 acres, spray every undesirable species, but I will follow that up with a fire. When I run that fire through here, that's going to release tons of vegetation that deer can feed on, turkeys can brood in, and it will take pressure off my food plots and they won't look like that. Appreciate you guys watching. As you can tell, I got a lot of trees to spray. I could play like Dr. Grant Woods and the interns do it, but I don't have any interns. So it's just going to be my fat butt out here in the heat treating the trees, but it'll be worth it when I get all this treated. Thank you guys for watching. Like us, subscribe us. Check us out next time on the Whitetail Cartel. Thank you guys for watching.